concept fundamental of the class. In the class, the concept are the template and data used to create the object and define the object types, data method, SS modifier, public class, dog string, breed, int age, string color, void barking, void hungry, void sleeping, Java object. Java object is the combination of the Java procedure. Java object is a combination of the data and procedure working into the available data and object are the static and the behavior. The state of an object is true in the field Java while the method function display the object behavior. Objects are created from the template known as the classes in the Java. Object is used for creating the keyword. New object is an instance of the class. Declaration of the object, instantiation of the object, initialization. One can interact with the object through the method, hence the internal details are hidden when the coding in existing object can be reused when the program operation is hindered by a particular object. That object can be easily removed and resolved. Class box double white height main gate height 20 depth volume 20 void display system that are print IN class volume public static void main string box volume new creating the instant and create volume of the box is 2300. The method return value class A int A B sum print int 8 8 10 8 15 sum A plus B return sum class B public class static void main args object all int and system dot out print in sum object sum of the two number output sum of the two number is 25 plus box wide height depth height 20 height 20 depth 11 double calculate wide height depth class volume public of the volume of the box is 2300. A method that takes the parameter class box double volume data member data byte wide height into depth wide display method system that are print in volume of the box plus volume class volume public static wide main string class object new class creating the instance of the class box get volume 10 20 11 5 calling a member function using the object display calling output of the box in the example class box double white height depth volume white get data double data get method IW height as depth double calculate volume white frame depth class volume public static void main output the volume of the box of passing by the reference. We know that in the C we can pass the argument by referencing using the pointer and same can be done into the C++ using the reference constructor. A constructor is a Java block that the method can be used when the instance of the object is created. Here is the key difference between the constructor and the method. The constructor does not have the return type. The name of the constructor must be same as the name of the class. Unlike the method constructor called automatically when the new instance of the object is created. Default constructor is a constructor that is automatically generated in the absence of the explicit constructor. It is user defined constructor. The automatically provided constructor is called the sometimes called the non-only constructor with no argument class box double box A B B S 3 byte calculate volume L into B into S system that are public class constructor public static Whiteman box new volume output of the box parameter as constructor class box double yan one is equal to x b is equal to y s equal to x void calculate volume L into B into S system that are print I and public class constructors and public static Whiteman object volume of the box 165. This type of keyboard sometimes keyboard are redundant use of this double W double H double D this Y W I T H and def T. Java code for using this keyword is to refer the current class inheritance variables class test int A B parameter as constructor test int A test B then A is equal to A B is equal to B by displaying the value of the variables in this system that are print in A B public static void main string AR test object new test a 10 20 object display of the output 10 20 feature of the object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming are the abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism. Abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details from the users. Only the functionality will be provided to the users. The user will have information on what does the object in state, how does it Java abstraction is achieved using the abstract class and in the entrance abstract class. The class which contains the abstract keyword on its declaration is known as abstract class void. But if the class get at least abstract method, then the method must be declared abstract. The class is declared abstract. It cannot be instantiated. We cannot create object if we inherit an abstract class. We have to provide the implementation to all the abstract method, abstract class box. I have you one p into s void get data I10 5 s2 byte calculate byte I into b into s system dot out public class abstraction extend abstraction object new abstraction object get data calculate our output volume of the box is 100. Mm, 100 encapsulation is the in the Java is a mechanism of wrapping the data variables in the code acting on the data method together as a single unit in the encapsulation. The Java variables will be the method through the method with their current class to achieve encapsulation in the Java. Java declare the valuation of the Java as a private provide the public sector in the get a method and to modify and build the variables benefit of the encapsulation. The field of the class can be made to read only and write only. The class can have only control over what is stored in the field. The class states private string private in public string return zero public in the get image return is public by the set name string name and public by the set set is int public class encapsulation public static void main string arg test object new test Raju Powell sent system dot out print in name plus object get name system dot out print in age of plus object get age output Raju Powell we cannot access the private data membership name and age directly, so we have created a public greater and setter method to access the private data modifier polymorphism. It is the concept by the concept which we can perform the single action between the different web polymorphism is defined as the two Greek word polymorphism. The poly means the many and morphism means the many means the forms polymorphism means the many forms. There are the two types of polymorphism in the Java. Compile type polymorphism and the runtime. We can perform the polymorphism in the Java by the method overloading and the method polymorphism in the Java compile type method overloading, runtime method overriding, method overloading. Method overloading is a feature that allow the class to have the more than one method having the same name with their argument list are different. It is similar to the constructor overloading in the Java that allow the class to have the more than one constructor having the different argument in order to overload the Java. The argument list of the method must differ either this name of the parameter with int the data types for the parameter int pro sequential of the data types int float int example of the method overloading or class overload void demo system dot out print in void demo into system dot out print in double demo system dot out print in return a class it overloading public static void main string row load double load object demo object result object demo system dot out print result output A10 B10 20 double A5 A of the output here is the method demo overloading the first time is the first in parameter, second method is the second in parameter, and third one is the while calling the method, this happens the compile type. So this type of polymorphism is known as the compile time polymorphism. Polymorphism method overloading declare a method in the subclass which is already present in the parent class is known as the method Overreading is done so that the child class can give its own implementation to the method. Let us take the simple example to understand this. We have the two class, a child class, boy and the parent class, human. The boy class extend the human class. Both of the class have the common method. Boy read out boy class is giving its own implementation to it. And the method or the other road overriding it method class human overriding method public void it system that are the print ion human is eating class by extend human overriding method public void it system that are print ion boy is eating public static void many string args by object is equals to new by this will call the child class version of the it object it output by is eating rules of writing the overriding in the Java argument list, the argument list, the overriding method of the child must be matched between the overriding method and the method of the parent child. That these types of the data argument are the sequence which should be exactly matched. SS modifier or SS modifier is the overriding method of the subclass cannot be more restrictive than the overridden method parent class. An example SS modifier of the parent class method, then it is public overriding method. So class method cannot have the private protected and default SS modifier because of this SS modifier are more restrictive than the public. Another example, animal public class sound. Public system that are print animal is making a sound hot Java public class extend animals override a public class sound system that are print ion yani IGS night public static main static array animal object new horse objects and output any ideas recursion Java support the recursion is the process of defining something in terms of itself as it relates the Java programming relatives with the attribution that allow the method call itself the classic example of the recursion is the computation of the factorial of the number the factorial number n is the product of all the whole number 1 and 1 for example 3 factorial 1 into 2 into 3 6 here the factorial can be computed by the example of the recursive method. A simple example of the recursion class factorial this is the recursive method in fact int 1 int result int n is equal to 1 result fact n minus 1 return result class recursion public static void main string Whiteman system that outprint IN system that out factorial of 3 is 6 factorial of 4 is 24 IN factorial of 5 is 120 introducing the nested and the nested inner class introducing it is possible to define the class within the class or just class nested class define including there are the two types of nested class static and non-static static nested class demonstrate the inner class outer 100 byte test inner display. Public star inner byte display system that outprint IN display a class inner class public class byte string outer class output from display application shown SS control. We know the encapsulation inheritance and the packaging inheritance the importance of the pillar